Mm.
All right. So, where we left off, you guys had actually just rescued Abby Dines from Aegis Securities and brought her back to the diner for sort of like a debrief. You ended up escaping fairly unscathed. You did end up killing a few security guards, but most of the civilians got evacuated without being harmed. And
Hmm.
Henry White, you guys didn't kill, but he basically got knocked unconscious, if I remember correctly. Um,
Right.
so yeah, now you guys are back at the diner.
Oh,
Abby,
we didn't kidnap him then.
no, no,
No,
you
we
didn't
just took the
kidnap him.
cars.
Yeah,
All right.
you took their cars. So Abby is very grateful for the rescue, but she has something to tell you. So she says, "Thank you for the rescue. Those assholes drove up in a black van this morning and tranked me and threw me in before I knew what was going on. They took me to the Aegis building and tortured me until I tell them where my lieutenants were hiding, but I didn't say shit. They would have killed me if you didn't show up. The trank they shot me with must have been something that neutralized my powers, made me weaker than a baby bird. I couldn't do anything to defend against it."
They have that technology.
I didn't know Abby had powers.
Oh yeah, she's super strong and super tough.
All right. Right.
So she kind of like tests something out. She goes over to like the punching bag in the basement and she gives it
Mm.
like a good whack, but it barely moves. So it looks like her powers
Right.
haven't come back, and you guys have no idea if this is permanent.
Um. Okay, so it wasn't that guy who gets rid of powers by standing near them that did that.
Nope, it was actually Aegis Security seems to have a tranquilizer that does a similar effect.
Right. So removes powers. Oh, bugger.
And
Okay.
how long do these bullets last?
You have no idea.
Well, she's been there all day.
Mm-hmm.
So, at most 1 day. Alright.
At the very least, 1 day.
Mm. Is there anybody in the home was it home guard we're in um, who can analyze what's in her?
You guys didn't take any samples, but Phantom Bite could probably take a blood sample of Abby and check
Yeah,
to
that's what
see
I mean.
how long it lasts, or if they can figure out like if it even shows up in the blood.
Well, I
So
have some
Yeah.
blood on my knee when I drop kicked that CEO, so you can test with that.
Well, the CEO hasn't been trained.
Alright.
It's been killed.
Oh, he was not a superhuman. Weakling.
nope,
Ah, he still survived. But I probably knocked all of his teeth out.
there's a good chance. Yeah.
Oh,
Also, that big
okay.
explosion at the end probably killed a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Oh well, we didn't see them, it's not our fault.
No.
It's how do you call it? Not following the procedures in the industry. Yes, that's the problem. They have,
This is safety.
yeah, safety.
Health and safety. It's gone mad.
We could just have OSHA go clean up that mess.
Yes, that thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah. What probably happened is like you guys walked in, one of the civilians was just like looks at a poster. If you see something, say something. Glances over at you, and just slowly pushes the silent alarm underneath the desk.
Smartest civilian.
The sanest, smartest civilian.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, so I'd want to go to what's his name? Bite. Alpha Bite. What was his
Phantom
name?
Bite.
Phantom.
Yeah, Phantom Bite.
Phantom
He is
Bite.
here.
Yeah.
He's actually sitting in on front of the computer, and it looks like he's playing a MOBA. And he's not very good at it because he's like maining Urgot in top lane. Who does that, honestly?
My nephew is better than you.
Now you said a lot of words I don't understand.
Neither. But I know he's better.
Yes. Is that one of these video games?
Yes. It's far more advanced than the moving pictures you're used to seeing.
Back in my days, we used to play, and he starts a rate of like half an hour what the old people used to play back in his days.
All I needed was colored blocks that fell from great heights to entertain me. Children these days are spoiled.
Exactly.
I love that song. Do, 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 do. It just goes on for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, the peasants used to play Rock to the Head.
Dude, that's a great
Last
game.
One. Yes, last one standing wins.
Yeah, we used to call them shakers because whoever gets on shaken there, he's supposed to, won because he lived.
Yeah.
It's like a fucked up version of the lottery.
So we'll say
Okay.
Phantom Bite comes over and takes a blood sample. He'll see if
Yeah.
he can get someone to analyze it in a lab to figure out what kind of effect it has on superheroes. In the meantime, he will also say that while you guys were attacking Aegis Securities, he was able to hack into their data system and steal some of the
Yeah.
files. So the files that he was able to find shows that Aegis Securities and Mitsuhama Corp were working together to develop better super serums. Henry, who is the leader of Aegis Securities, went behind the corporation's back to develop an anti-serum as insurance. Mitsuhama Corp found out about this double cross, and they started experimental treatment on human subjects for a more resistant super serum. And when you guys were going to that transport that they had, so the Mitsuhama Corp, when they were transporting those boxes of super serum, the people that attacked that convoy was Henry's men. He was trying to have them intercept the latest shipment, thinking it was the newly developed super serum, but his raid failed thanks to you guys. So he didn't end up getting what he wanted.
Was that the helicopter raid?
Yep, that's a helicopter raid.
That was that. Right?
Oh, I remember that
Yeah,
day.
That was Aegis Securities that tried to steal the convoy.
Right.
Days away. Noting how I fucking blew up a helicopter and killed a civilian.
And almost kill me, but I'm immortal, so
Potato, potato.
mashed potato.
Yeah.
When we're up to that, I need to buy more of those.
What, potatoes?
No, the mashers.
Right. Oh, the matches.
Yeah, and the bombs. Those ones were
Yeah.
great, especially the Mickey Mouse one.
Could you
Right,
imagine
so
if
he's made the
your
answer.
character's super ability was just basically improvised weaponry?
Well, I wanted to at first, but you can actually buy those things, so no.
It's like, oh, I forgot I had cheese grater in backpack. Take Two-Face.
You can get creative with these too.
That I was carrying around.
So, with that information, it's Tuesday night. You guys are bushed. Abby says you guys can head home for the night. She's going to stay here with Phantom Bite, make sure he gets home okay. And then she asks you to come back tomorrow morning and to figure out a plan against Aegis Securities to deal with these guys.
Okay.
Alright.
Um,
So we go to the bar and it's round on me. I got some new booze. Well, not new. Where is it? Did you... VI, did you take my booze away from me? Again.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Just crosses his arms and looks in the other direction.
Hmm.
Alright, then it's round on you if I don't have any booze. You promised.
Should I roll to see?
If you want to, yeah.
Fuck it, I wanna. What's the equivalent of insight? Is that notice or is that something else?
We'll make it notice, yeah.
You ready to beat me in this check? Then?
Well, I can try.
So yeah, Cody. Oh yeah,
Ooh, a
that's
2.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
I
in your
knew you
back
would.
pocket.
Yeah, you see like a flask of like half-empty plum brandy in his back pocket.
Oh no, I've been discovered.
You know, I get pretty militant when I'm out of drink, you know.
Why
Do you
think
know what I
was
did to
everyone?
that one place back home when they didn't serve any proper rakia?
Yeah, prohibition has finished now.
No, I'm a good person. Since those days.
Yeah, he comes
Since
from
those
the.
days.
His homeland is Kyrgyzstan, and they have permanent prohibition.
Serbia, do not insult me, voice in my head.
The
But
voice in
yes,
your head is just like, "What are you talking about? You're from Georgia."
Lie again to me on that matter, Grandpa, and I will personally murder you inside my head with a bullet. Come to it, VI bullet. Let's go to the bar. It's on you.
I welcome the peace and silence that would provide me.
Okay, let's go to
And
the
I know
bar.
a good spot.
Alright, first round on you, then it's on me.
Yeah.
So you guys heading to the
We
bar?
sally forth. Yeah, to the bar.
Yeah, can I also call, what's the guy's name? Johnny Two Tones, for a round.
Yeah, you can do that. So
Yeah, I'll call him.
you guys
And see also if he has any more of a...
you guys start heading to the bar, and ironically looks almost identical to the diner you guys go to every day.
Amazing.
Oh darn.
Weird.
How did
Huh.
that
Home
happen?
from home.
Like I said, I know a place.
Oh.
You just make full circle. It's like, I'm pretty sure they serve alcohol here. What, the Salisbury
Oh.
House? The place we go to every day?
Just
Yeah.
walk around the block and come back into the same door.
Oh, VI, sorry, I thought you took my booze away. I actually drank half of it. Sorry, it's my bad. I'll pay for the whole drinks.
It's so hard to get a read on you, I'd say.
Wow. Okay. Thought I was drunk, so I, see the same place again.
So yeah,
Yeah. That happens to the
guys-
best.
you guys head into the bar. You take your seats. Johnny Two Tones joins you maybe about like 50 minutes later. He kind of like sees there's an empty spot next to VI Bullet, but you're taking up the whole seat, so he kind of gently nudges you off to the side. He's like, "Hey, how's it going, pal? Nice to see you again."
Two-toed? Oh, what, were you wanting to sit here?
Oh, if you don't
I
mind.
called him. I have to say, my friend, you have the best, how do I say it nicely in the public, best mining
You
gear.
have an explosive personality. That's
Exactly. Thank you,
Oh.
VI. That's why you're the best detective around.
Much obliged. I actually ended up getting some old weapons from the 1960s Vietnam War. If you're interested later.
Ooh, exactly what I love to use
I
when
got
I
a
practice
couple.
in my village.
I got a couple hole punchers that came in, fully automatic, that could definitely help you out.
I like the sound of that. Do you have any similar explosive personalities?
I could certainly look into finding something that's plastic and starts with a C.
Ooh, and it rhymes with 4, right?
We'll see. It might be a lower number. It's kind of tricky. getting
Nah.
The higher numbered version of this plastic, but I'll definitely look into that for you.
Absolutely, we're open to trade with any number.
And like I said before, if y'all just need an escape route, I have an APC that I just bought yesterday.
Oh, we have actually 2 cars to sell, right?
Oh, that's
If you are interested.
fantastic. Did you find a buyer yet?
The what?
A
I
buyer.
don't think we've looked yet.
I doubt there is any inside, but we're alive, so we have cars. If
So-
you have the seller.
Yeah, so like those, I believe you took 2 SUVs or something along those lines. They
Yeah.
are military grade bulletproof windows and reinforced side doors as well. So these are like motorcade vehicles for like military personnel. So they're high end.
Yeah. Aren't there going to be lots of people after these?
Oh yeah,
Bah,
you
my
guys.
cousin can dismantle it easily. Don't worry about that.
They also have GPS tracking because that's very important. And
We used to scramble that all the time. Don't worry.
and I'm pretty sure you guys didn't switch the license plates yet that say Aegis Securities on the back.
We can register any
Yeah.
single vehicle back home, even here actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Johnny Two Tones wants to get his hands on these, I'm not going to object.
I also managed to register a tank one time. Don't ask how. Don't ask where. Don't ask where I got the tank. But my cousin can fix all of that. We just need a buyer.
So yeah, it's like, well, when you clean the vehicles, let me know. I could certainly contact a few people I know. They'd be interested in taking those off your hands.
All right. And he takes up a phone and starts dialing his cousin.
Yeah, dial him quickly.
So what kind of trouble have you guys been getting into? And he kind of like nudges VI Bullet a little too hard in the side of your arm there.
Just work. That's all. Interesting clientele. A lot fewer people having cats stuck in trees, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, that sure can get dull after a few dozen calls, but yeah, cats and trees, pretty standard in our line of work.
True.
That's
about all I have to say about the topic. And I go back to drinking whatever I got to drink.
Okay. I heard on the grapevine that Aegis Securities has got some newfangled gear that they've been using against Soups. Pretty sketchy.
I don't know, what have you heard?
I know. It was on the news that there's somebody that got kidnapped. Someone that's the leader of the neighborhood watch. She got kidnapped in broad daylight. And that broad is one tough cookie. I'm really surprised they managed to get her. Haven't heard since, though. Probably still stuck in that jail wherever they took her in a blackout site.
Or maybe not.
This town's getting a little too dicey for my taste. I might have to move out of here.
Don't worry, Johnny. Those are just, countryside tales. I remember when my cousin was shagging his best friend's wife, but those are just stories, Nobody believes that until some teeth fall out in a bar battle. But that's not matter, It's a nice city to venture about.
You talk a lot of words, little man. I'm hard to track that, but I'm sure you're trying to make a point.
I mean, it's always fun when you look at it by side, but it's more fun when you join the fight. I mean, having fun.
I don't like to start fights, but I certainly end them.
Yeah. Somebody has to do that too.
He kind of takes out a pair of like metal knuckles, but you can't tell what color they are because they're monochrome. It's like, these babies have been with me for a long time. Saved my life a few. I can probably
Smart
get you a
choice
pair if you're interested.
Nah, I like to feel what I hit.
Oh, I don't want to feel anything.
As you just like chug down your beer. This will get rid of the feelings.
I'll ask to have you warmed first.
Mm-hmm.
But right, after my cousin fixes those cars, we can talk about further trade.
Oh, sounds good to me, fella. Well, if you will just excuse me, I gotta get myself a slice of apple pie to go, which is good here.
You can have a drink. It's on us.
Oh yeah, he'll take just his shot of whiskey that came at the table. He's like, much obliged. He chucks that back, slams it on the table upside down. He's like, best of luck to you. Tips his hat and walks over to the counter to get his pie.
You too. I'll call you tomorrow for further briefing about your merchandise.
Sounds good, son. Take care, y'all. Be careful out there. It's getting dangerous. And he grabs
Sure
his
is.
pie and
Meat or nuts?
leaves out the door. Ding-a-ding.
So, how soon can you get rid of the SUVs?
Depends on when my cousin answers my phone. He didn't by now. I'll try again. So yeah, Smex, I want to do that.
All right. So you call up your cousin, and you get a voicemail saying, "Welcome to Vito's used car sales. Please leave message, and we get back to you after the beep. Beep! Haha! Just jokes. And it goes beep.
Cousin Spasso, it's me, Mitar. I need to sell some vehicles, but with heavy modifications, if you know what I mean. Call me as soon as you can.
Okay.
Boop.
Pays to have contacts.
Yeah, I feel a lot happier when they're gone.
Mm-hmm. So after a while, you guys do your drinks. Is there anything else you want to do at the bar before you head out?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
Okay. So
No, probably not.
we will fast forward to the next morning, and you guys head back to the basement headquarters in the Salisbury house. As you guys walk through the diner, you actually catch a report on the morning news that's on the TV. And it starts with this. April O'Donnell reporting live from outside Aegis Securities headquarters. Utter chaos gripped the employees of this compound when a brazen attack unfolded minutes before midnight last night. Reports from witnesses say the attackers brutally assaulted guards right before infiltrating through the garage entrance of the compound. There was an ensuing gunfight between the attackers where civilians and most of the security have been pronounced dead within. I have here with me the head of Aegis Securities, Henry White. Henry, I know you were nearly killed by these assailants. Some have said these were criminals sent by the Neighborhood Watch. Care to elaborate? And the camera zooms out to show Henry White next to April O'Donnell. Those rumors are completely true, April. Regarding the attack, my security detail covered me and the unarmed employees while we escaped. Unfortunately, most of my men and the security detail were killed. We believe that this was a jailbreak attempt to rescue the leader of the NHW, Abby Dines. The individuals who rescued Miss Dines were part of the group the city has dubbed the Venture City Avengers. Make no mistake, this group is no better than any other super person involved with the NHW. They are all unhinged criminals that need to be locked up. Luckily, there has been a recent development in combating the NHW and to protect the innocent civilians of Venture City, and we plan on rolling it out within the next couple weeks. April O'Donnell then thanks Henry before turning the broadcast over to her colleague in the studio.
Smex, did he have any teeth when he spoke all of that?
You couldn't really tell.
I didn't hear.
He had his man's hand over his mouth.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, next time I'll do a better job.
Yeah. Well, he probably has lost his teeth because he wouldn't have had his hand over his mouth. But yeah.
Oh well. Well, that means we are wanted now.
Yes. Well, they haven't specified, or have they specified? They have specified, so people know who we are, don't they?
Yep.
So at that point, Mitar takes a calendar and flips it a few pages backwards, and there's a line written: days since being on pursuit, 625, crossed out 0. Oh well, back in the game.
Yep. Days of not being accused as being a superhero criminal, 0.
No, just criminal. Now superhero is dead.
Yep. So when you guys make it your way to the basement, you see Abby.
We need to get some good PR.
Well, yeah, there is that.
What is that?
Well, everybody thinks we're a bunch of
Crazed lunatics and murderers.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we not?
But actually, we were rescuing somebody from their clutches.
Well, yeah, but the one does not deny the other one.
Well, no, that's true. But it shows in a better light.
Well, yeah, you're right.
And don't forget, in Venture City, your profile is everything.
All right. That might make a few problems.
And
Wait,
people will be
would that
unhappy.
mean they will deport me if they catch me? Oh no. We need to get that PR thing immediately.
I'm sure
we need
there's
to
like a
project
triple
better
max prison that floats on an island somewhere that locks up superheroes.
image.
Even worse.
Floats on an iceberg.
Yeah. The same
They
as
can send us to Bulgaria or Croatia. No!
It'd be worse than Croatia.
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys make your way down to the basement, and you see Abby and Phantom Bite are already there, and they have worried looks on their faces. Phantom Bite says he received a call from Tomb and was told that the Baba Yaga wants the serum that you guys stole from Mitsuhama Corp. How they found out about how you guys gotten it and that you were the ones that took it, who knows. But Abby says they will they've looked from where it was stashed in the basement and couldn't find it. And Abby says that Phantom Bite told me that Shadow came by after we all left to pick up the serum last night, and she hid it by my order. But I never told her to do that. I've already called her cell phone and her dad's house, and I haven't heard from them since. She leans up against the desk, kind of pinching the brow of her nose with both fingers. She has a good reason. She had to have had a good reason to take this serum. I don't want to think she's turned on us, but I need all of you to head over to her dad's apartment where she lives. Meantime, I'll look into the other places where she hangs out in the city. If you find her and she resists, don't kill her. We need her alive to figure out what's going on.
Who's this? Sorry, I missed it.
So, Shadow is the one that helped break Abby out last night with you guys.
Yeah, the camouflage girl.
Yeah, the girl that can turn into anybody. And
oh yes,
when you guys left last night to go home, Shadow showed up and told Phantom Bite that she was taking the super serum on Abby's orders, and she left with it. And Abby is saying that she never gave her an order to take the super serum and hide it anywhere. So
she's working
Shadow
somebody.
lied, but she doesn't want to assume. Abby doesn't want to assume that Shadow lied because she's working for the enemy. But she still wants you guys to check out her dad's apartment where she lives to see if she's hiding out there, and figure out and bring her back alive so they can figure out what she's up to.
Okay.
All right. I don't like these types of missions, but we can do it. Hopefully.
Who's good at sneaking about? Is any of us good at sneaking about?
No, we had that one girl who was really good at that. You know, she would hide in the shadows and whatnot. Kind of like the other shadow.
Yeah.
I don't know where my daughter went. I hope she didn't marry and run away.
We can only.
I don't have sneak or anything like that.
On a scale of 0 to 4, I have a 2 in stuff. If we're going with that sort of metric.
On a scale from 0 to 8, I have 0. I just go in.
On a scale of 0 to anything, I've got 0. Yeah, well, we've got two alternatives really, haven't we? Either we sneak there, or we do something sneaky, or we just kick the door in.
Have we ever been sneaky?
Well, that was yesterday. We did well yesterday, to a point.
I mean, we had the Shadow Lady to help out, so let's just go walk up, knock, and see what happens.
All right, then I go buy explosives, call again my cousin to, do his work, and hopefully we can do it properly. Well, yeah, properly now.
Cross your fingers.
What do you need explosive?
Just in case there has to be some distraction, like you throw a bomb to the other block and they run there and you sneak in.
Yeah, you remember what I was saying about the PR? We don't want to be seeing blowing buildings up all the time.
Well, exactly. That's why I throw the bomb. They don't see me with the bomb.
Yeah, I can see a certain flaw in your plan, though.
Well, yes, but it's a point in if you can make things work with a distraction properly, it's perfect. But if it doesn't, yeah, there can be some issues there. But consider, I'm a professional. I survived many things that other people die from. So trust me, I have years of experience. I don't know how many, but I do.
That's true.
I have years of experience of getting myself killed but not actually dying.
See, he knows. He understands.
I don't.
All right. So what's the other plan?
Well, I like the original plan of just knocking on the door and seeing what happens.
Well, we do that definitely, but we just put a bomb to the other block, and in case somebody runs after us, the thing explodes, they run there, and you see. We can put it on some place where nobody walks, like we can figure something out. A dumpster, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we set fire to a dumpster. That's okay.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on bombing people. What do I look like? 1998? Oh, we don't talk about
Well, it
this.
would look really bad. Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense. Fucking speedrunning domestic terrorism, I guess.
I'm not competing in
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
Because I'm the best.
Not competing because there is no competition.
Yeah, you can take it that way. But yeah, I want to call my cousin again.
Yeah. You got
Start
rid of the
going
cars
to,
yet?
like, Breaking Bad quotes. It's like, I am the one who knocks!
Yeah.
And then it's like a grenade just rolls down the hallway. Knock, knock!
Like that one episode with the bell. So yeah, before we head out, I just want to see if my cousins can like take the vehicle and like refurbish it, I guess.
Sure. So yeah, you get a hold of your cousins. He just asks you where they're located, where the keys are, and he'll come by with a couple guys to pick him up and take him to his garage.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Time to get those GPS locators out first.
Oh yeah.
You know how to find those things. I can help you with, but just take them up before you drive there. I don't want you to be, in danger.
Mm-hmm. They're Hondas, so all he needs is a screwdriver, and then he can drive away with them if he doesn't have the keys.
Beautiful. But yeah, I guess then we roll with the plan.
Okay. So,
Well, I could knock on the door while Bullet sneaks around the back or something.
I'll wait in the getaway car, I guess.
this is it's the afternoon, so it will be broad daylight. Sneaking might be a little tricky.
Mm.
So
which
probably
case-
loitering, but
Yeah.
Well, should we go then? And just do something when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the usual. Go scout it out, and then once we realize we can't do anything, we just kick in the door. Huge.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. All right. So you guys head out, and when you guys show up at the apartment, you notice that there's 2 police vehicles out front and an ambulance. You see a couple of
dear.
paramedics loading what looks to be an older gentleman onto an ambulance. He's probably maybe in his like late 60s, early 70s, and he looks pretty badly beaten. And the ambulance closes its doors and they drive away. You overhear two officers nearby talking about a break-in that happened about 30 minutes prior. Someone reported a man in a hoodie entering a building with a red-headed woman, and it sounds like they knew exactly where to go because they went straight to the apartment where the old man was in and attacked him. And right now they're looking for the man's next of kin, which is the daughter, who's said to be in the apartment at the time, but they haven't found her since. So they're canvassing the area for the daughter, trying to find what happened to her. And as these two officers finish up, there's two other officers off to the side that are taking statements from some people that live in the building, just kind of like outside the entrance of the apartment.
Hmm. Oh dear. That doesn't look very good.
That's not very reassuring.
I can assume, but I don't know what happened. I can't know what
Have we
happened.
encountered any women with red hair yet?
You aren't familiar with anyone with red hair that's a woman. That's news. That's news to you.
Guy in a hoodie. We've had guys in hoodies before, but they're everywhere. We've got to get into the apartment.
So you have a couple choices. You can wait for the police to finish up their search and leave, or you guys can try and sneak in past them.
It's a funny joke, Smack. Sneak in.
I'll wait in the getaway car because I'm not the best one for that. So, good luck, VI. If there is a trouble, I know how to get in.
You being a private eye already have a established relationship with the police. So if anyone's going to be able to get in, it's probably going to be you. But you might still have to make up some bullshit story on why you're there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I only have a deception of 2, and I can't out-deceive Mitar. What makes you think I can deceive a cop?
Well, you could still roll, and then if you have any fate points to use towards something that might get you through it, it would add a +2 to that. That would help.
If I can get in there, I've got quite a good investigator. My rapport is fair. Deceive.
I have a question, Smex. Can I use contacts instead of deceive? Just like if I know one of the cops well enough, just like, hey, I need to go check that clientele sort of issue, you know.
Yeah, don't you know anybody in the police station who can, any officer who can call him?
That is what I was hinting at. Like, it would be pretty fair to assume that you have contacts in the police force. So you can roll for contacts and see if you notice like any officer that you've seen before or have a rapport with already.
Yeah, sure. I'll give that a shot. I'll roll just to see if I can get by knowing one of the guys.
Sure.
All right, let's go. That's a 3.
Okay. Yeah, you actually notice one of the officers taking statements from what is probably a neighbor is a officer that you know. We'll just call him Officer Tim.
Social security number. Jim Moody.
Some do call me Tim.
Yes, he's got a very long white beard, and he's 28.
Okay. Can I hang on as a assistant or something?
Sure, yeah. So you see Tim. What do you say to Tim?
I'm so great at this.
Hmm.
Man, I miss my days playing as a barbarian. I don't have to think about things. I just
Right?
walk up and punch.
Walk up and punch him. It's just so much easier.
I took up that job, so good luck.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, somebody has to get beaten and beat.
That's true. I guess I approached Tim, just casually sauntering by. Hey, Tim, what's going on here?
I don't know, some attempted break-in robbery type deal. What have you been up to?
You know, a lot of cats and trees. Too many in my book. I could use something to, get my mind off that sort of thing. Mind if I take a look up there, help you out a bit?
Well, we're actually just finishing up the canvas now. Hold on. And he kind of like leans into the other guy. The other guy looks to be the sergeant in charge. He's like, "Hey, I got VI Bullet here. He wants to check out the place." And the sergeant kind of like scowls at that, and he's like, "No, like, why are you? There's no private eyes allowed up there. We've got the forensic team that's coming over soon. They're going to be in that room for the next hour or two at the very least. There's no one allowed up there right now." So yeah, you overhear this conversation, and then Tim just kind of shakes his head. "Sorry, man. We got a forensic team that's going to be here in about an hour. We can't let anyone up there messing up the scene until then."
You know I'd never mess up the scene. I know my stuff.
"I know, man, but my orders are orders. Like, I can't go over my sergeant's head on this one. Sorry, man."
Oh, I can't blame you. Anyway, I can talk to him directly.
"Yeah, be my guest. Hey, sergeant." And then the sergeant walks over. He's like, "Yeah, what is it?"
Oh, am I talking to the sergeant?
Yes, you're talking to the sergeant now.
Yes, sergeant.
As you stare at him blankly for 5 seconds, loading.
I thought it sounded like the sergeant's over the radio, like upstairs. So
Oh,
I thought
no.
I could go upstairs
Yeah.
to talk to him.
He's the
He's
other
my
sergeant there was
misinterpretation.
taking notes as well, so he walks over to you.
Hey, sergeant. So what's going on here?
Nothing more than my partner can tell you right now.
Ah, come on. Let me take a look at it. I need to, practice up on some of my other detective skills instead of being stuck in this, dreary sort of state. Just
Okay.
one investigator to another.
Roll rapport and
Oh, yay.
see if that helps at all.
Okay. Cool. I am going to invoke striking out Private Eye to give me a +2 on that,
Okay.
if that's acceptable.
I will allow for that, so you got a 4 on it. I will roll for the sergeant to see what he gets. Oh, wow, okay. So yeah, he's like, "Be quick, don't touch anything. If you have to,
Of course
just
not.
look inside. I don't want you walking all over the place. All right? And
Thank
if
you
you
much,
find
Sergeant.
anything useful, you let us know first."
I will report it directly to you. Don't you worry.
All right, fine. And the sergeant goes back to talking to one of the neighbors, and Tim was like, "All right, man, it's all yours. We're gonna be out of here in about 15 minutes to let the forensic team deal with this stuff. So yeah, when they get here, we'll be out. Good luck."
Sounds good. I was going to bring along the newbie here to just show him the ropes here. Mila.
All right, sure. Like, if he knows anything about forensic science, then that'll definitely help the investigation. I
I've
suppose.
been showing him some of the ropes. He's pretty decent as it is.
All right. Well, it's
We'll
good.
be in and out. We'll let your
Thank you, sir.
sergeant know anything we find. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, no problem. And then he lifts up that yellow tape just to let you guys pass. Drops it back down.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So you guys head up to the apartment. We'll assume that they gave you the apartment number on where to look. So it's about like on the 3rd floor. So when you head in there, it is a big mess. So you peek in the door, and it's completely been ransacked.
Whoa.
The couch and coffee table have been flipped over. The TV's been smashed into the floor, leaving splintered wood around an indentation in the floor. It looks as though there are burnt holes through the couch about the size of golf balls. which left charred marks on the wall behind it. You kind of glance inside the kitchen, and you see that there's a mess of pots and pans and utensils on the floor, and there's more charred markings all over the walls, and the cabinets have like small little golf ball holes in them as well. And you see that there's a small trail of blood leading from the kitchen to the bathroom.
I know
Okay.
this doesn't need mention, but watch your step, don't break anything, and be mindful. Also, watch out for the hands sticking out of the arms sticking out of the wall.
I couldn't Photoshop that out, so I was just like trash apartment, Google, and then boom, found that.
All right.
Want some investigation rolls from us next?
Yes.
I want to check out the bathroom
All
where
right.
the blood leads to.
So, general investigation check from you first, Bullet, and then we'll do the bathroom next. Oh,
It's
that's
not bad.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll say through the investigation, you look at the golf ball size holes in the couch, and it looks like something went through it. The way the charred marks are placed, it's as if something shot something very hot and very small, and it burnt right through it and left a charred mark on the wall right through the hole. You kind of like peek your eye through one of the holes, and it's like a black mark on the back of the wall. You look a bit more, and you see we'll say that's the picture of Shadow when she was younger. It's like maybe 19, 20 years old. And you look in the kitchen, and like I said, same issue with the cabinets and the walls. You see a bunch of charred marks. And then that blood trail that leads to the bathroom. We'll say, Midas, you open up the bathroom door. And in front of the bathroom door, you see that there are several burnt holes in it as well, same size, about the golf ball size. As you open the door, you see a roll of duct tape with bloody prints on it, and a bottle of rubbing alcohol next to the bathtub. And there's more blood in the bathtub, along with a small pile of bloodied gauze and needle and thread.
That's a strange combination. These marks, these burn marks, there's nothing embedded in the wall, is there?
No. Through the door, you see that there's charred marks on the tiles of the bathroom shower. So there's the bathtub, and then you see the tiles of the shower, and then on the tiles, there's like burnt marks on those tiles.
Wow, that must have been really hot. It's hard to burn tiles.
Does it seem like this would be more meta powers or like a weapon?
Could be either. Could be a weapon.
It looks like
Could be super.
it looks like somebody has the ability to produce some kind of shoot golf ball sized something or other that are very, very hot. That's very strange.
We don't see any like shell casings anywhere yet.
Nope.
I wonder if it's the same object being used over and over again.
Would explain why we don't see any expended ammo, I suppose. Anyway,
Can I determine more if I make an investigate roll?
Sure, you can go ahead.
Okay. Investigate 2.
Not beyond what you've already seen.
Okay, so why would somebody have needle and thread with all this bandages? So has somebody been injured and sewn up? When you say it's needle and thread, is it surgical thread or is it like?
Yeah, it's
cotton?
like someone took like one of those first aid kits.
Yeah.
Those home first aid kits. You see like a bunch of
Right.
like bandages strewn about. There is a first home aid kit there.
Yeah.
That's where they got the rubbing alcohol from, and the gauze and the needle and thread. So yeah, it's surgical in nature.
Remembering from last night, Shadow didn't get injured, right?
Nope. She was fine.
So either something happened after the fact that got her to go and fix herself, or her old man got hurt somehow.
Do you think that could be where the father, they beat up the father and left him there? Shadow is not here, but the neighbors said that Shadow or a girl had been here.
Yeah, and the police were canvassing the area to try and find where the daughter went, and they haven't found her.
Looking around, does it seem like there's any like windows or exits that she would have gone out of in order to like escape this area?
Yeah, there's a fire escape outside the window here, we'll say.
What is like the window open for it? Like it's been left open?
Nope, the window's closed. And there's
If
no
you're making a fast escape.
bloody handprints or anything on the window to indicate that she might have been injured and escaped out there. Nothing like that.
Well, what was her power? I've forgotten.
She can turn into pretty much anybody she wants. Voice and height and stature and looks all identical. She's a chameleon.
So if she wants to escape and, you know, remain anonymous, she can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is all very strange. There's only one trail of blood.
Yeah, and that led to the bathroom in the bathtub.
That's got to be the father. Because he's bashed up.
Yeah, from
If
where
she'd been
you
bashed
guys
up as well,
were,
there'd
you
be
saw he
two.
was like beat up badly.
Yeah. So
Not surgical instruments, are there? It's just needle thread,
Just needle
you
thread.
know, antiseptics,
Yeah.
all that.
it looks like somebody tried to do, like he was beat up even worse, and somebody tried to do a quick patch up on him before the police got here. Is it possible that she's still here?
It's possible.
She's one of the police. That she's one of the police.
Could be. But then she'd potentially know we're here and would try to talk to us at some point whenever we get a space away. But sticking around at the scene of the crime isn't exactly the smartest thing, unless she's a suspect, which is something they always do.
Mhm.
Yeah, but if she's disguised as a cop, she can probably walk around unimpeded.
True. And we don't know how we'd spot her from the crowd of cops.
No. Okay.
Unless we knew the cops, and I've only known one of them now.
So we know somebody's come in here and smashed the place up. Yeah, man with a hoodie, woman with red hair. We know that Shadow was here. We know that her father has left in a poor state. It looks like somebody's patched him up before the police got here. Unless there's something lying around we've missed, I don't think we're going to get any more.
Well, that's pretty much what you've been able to find at this point. So, is there anything else you guys want to do in the apartment, or you want to head back down?
I want to leave the apartment, but I want to check how many police there are.
You know that there's 4, and then the forensic team is going to be showing up here, we'll say in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to assume this blood's a father's. But it looks like somebody was here that patched him up after he was knocked around. And what is this ball thing? That's the hot ball thing that's chewing everything up. We need to watch out for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not sure what made those markings. Whatever it was, it didn't leave any bullet casings behind.
No.
Well, let's head back down. I'll tell the sergeant what I found, which is something he'll find out later by his forensics anyway, but as
The
does
egg
giving him a heads up.
the exit holes from the settee, are they neat or are they sort of pointing outwards?
The exit holes. Oh, it's golf ball size all the way through. They're all uniform.
All
They're
right,
not
so it's
pointy.
not.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's been blasted through. So this is passed through.
Yeah.
Through due to its heat.
Due to its
So
heat and
it may
speed,
not.
it left a uniform marking.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all we're going to get.
Okay. So
we should try and talk to the neighbours.
Yeah, you could do
See
that.
what they heard.
There is a apartment door like literally right across from where you guys are.
Yes. Okay, going into the corridor, are there any burn marks in the corridor?
No.
Right.
The main door, the main apartment door, the door knob has been knocked clean, like smashed off.
The outside doorknob.
The outside doorknob has been smashed off.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a footprint about, we'll say, just below halfway on the door. It's like someone kicked it in.
Right. Big footprint or
We'll say medium-sized.
medium-sized?
Yeah.
Does it look like a man's
Like
footprint?
meets our size.
Yes,
Not that
Mitar's been the bad guy the whole time.
big.
Dun,
His
dun,
real,
dun.
his real alias is Rorschach.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, it looks like it'd be
Because
like
I failed that psychology test. I named myself Rorschach.
We'll say it's like a size 8, size 9 boot. So yeah, fairly big
Right.
size.
Okay. So it probably wasn't the red-haired woman. It was probably Hoodie Man.
Yeah. Good chance.
Okay, the neighbours are likely to be a bit hostile because they've probably been interviewed by the police and don't want to be interviewed again. Well, I think we need to talk to somebody just to see if we can get some idea of the time scale.
Yeah. Most likely, you could talk to the one that's across the hall. They probably heard something.
Yeah. Okay. Knock on the door, I suppose.
Okay. You hear like an old woman's voice, just like, "Just a minute," and you hear like
Oh God.
a little slippers just kind of like sliding over tile. You hear a bunch of like door locks just like unlocked. She opens the door only slightly, but has like the chain on the door still. It's like, yes. And you see like an old woman, and from what you can make out on her face, she's probably around like her early to mid 80s. You can kind of make out she's got like curlers on her head, and it looks like she's wearing like a pink bathrobe.
Okay. Good morning, madam. Sorry to bother you. This is the well-known VI Bullet, and we're helping with the investigation of what happened in this apartment opposite. And I'm just wondering if you heard anything.
So she kind of like, it's like, I can barely see
In my best British accent.
Yes. She says she can barely make out who she's talking to. So she like closes the door a little, takes the lock off, and opens the door off about halfway. And you see her just kind of like wrap her arms tightly around her waist in the bathrobe. And she's like, well, and she kind of like peeks her head out the door, looking up and down the hall. She's like, there was an older man that I saw wearing a sweatshirt with a hoodie. He came in with a young red-headed woman. The man came to the door, kicked it in, and at that point, I ran into my apartment to call the police. I heard a woman and man screaming, hearing whooshing sounds, and things breaking.
Whooshing sounds.
I was sure the people in the apartment were dead. Thankfully, when the couple heard the sirens. They both looked like I could hear them run down the hall to the fire exit. I was too afraid to leave my apartment, so I waited for the police to arrive. They took my statement and left. I do hope the old man is okay.
Well, he's been took off in an ambulance, so hopefully he's still in one piece. It looks like he had some medical treatment before he left. Did you hear anything about anything that? Well, you wouldn't have heard anything for that, would you?
No, no, can't say I did.
No. Well, it's a good job you rang. You've done a very good job there.
Can I get you and VI Bullet to roll notice, please?
Notice?
Notice.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
about,
like, no,
about right.
yeah, she seems like a sweet old lady. She's just really shaken up with the whole thing. But yeah, other than that, like, she seems fairly normal.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not Shadow then.
No, not Shadow.
Okay.
Shadow would never.
Nope.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So the man with a hoodie was an older man.
I didn't get a good look at him, but I suppose maybe mid-30s. I was too scared when he kicked in the door. I just closed my door and just called the police immediately.
Yes. Well, you definitely did the right thing.
Wait, you said that there was the man with the hoodie was accompanied by a woman with red hair?
Yes, she had red hair.
So both of them were involved in the breakup.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whooshing sounds. I think I know what they were. Do you think we're going to get anything else here?
That's up to you. What other questions you have for her?
Oh, God. I'm going to try and read her mind.
Oh, okay.
So choose one skill from empathy, investigate, or notice. It's going to be investigate.
So these are like surface. These are like surface level thoughts that you're trying to.
Yeah,
gain.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just what
Yeah, but I might be able to get some sort of clearer image of what she heard.
You get a clear. You actually get to see what she saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of thing, or at least
Wow.
Try to avoid confusion. and
That
things.
roll was awful. Okay, so you get flashes of her in the old man's apartment, dragging him into the bathroom and kicking the door shut with her foot and pulling him into the tub just before several balls of flame fly through the door into the tile above her head. And she like puts her body over top of the old man, covering him from the attack. And you see her pull out a phone and dial a number and talk to someone, but it is not in an old lady's voice. Obviously, it is actually in the voice of a younger woman, calling the police.
Right.
And that's as much information as you can get from that.
Okay. I'm going to quickly glance at Bullet and say, "Can we come in, Shadow?"
So the old lady obviously just plays dumb. She's like, I don't. Who's Shadow? Sorry, Sonny.
I'll just look at her.
Just stare her down.
Come on, just come on.
It's like immediately drops the act, and the old lady's voice changes. Like, shit, fine. And then you see her just open up the door, let you guys in. She just kind of like puts her hand out into the doorway. She's like, fine, come on in, I guess. And then she says,
What happened to the real? What happened to the person who actually lives here? What happens to the person who actually lives here?
Oh, she just like walks into the kitchen, pulls out some like prune juice, pours her a glass, and before she takes a sip, she's like, she's on vacation right now. Miss Hennison asked me to take care of her cat, and she points to the really old, like rail thin cat that's like sunbathing in the window.
Yeah.
What
a lovely cat.
Takes a swig of the prune juice, and she's like, anyway. And then she puts the glass down, and she slowly gets her demeanor has changed, her stature changed, and then her face just slowly just like reforms, and she grows a slightly bit taller, and then you see her face form over her head, over the woman's face, just like recontort. It's kind of unsettling seeing it happen in real time, but then she turns into like her normal self. She's just like the black hair with the dreads in the back, tied back in a braid. It's like
we're not angry. We're just trying to understand what's happening. We're not trying to, chase you down or anything. We just want to find out what's happening.
So she says that Max and Heatwave decided to pay her dad a visit, looking for the super serum, and they found out where her dad lives. Yeah, so Max Steel is the guy that takes away powers, and Heatwave is his girlfriend, which is explains all the holes in the walls that are charred. If she hadn't been there to fight them off, they would have killed her dad. And she knows what you're thinking, but she promises that she'd never turn on Abby. She has been good to her. But the serum, if she were to sell it, would really help with her dad's medical bills. And Abby hasn't been able to, like, really pay her all that much for the work she's been doing. And her dad is really sick and can't afford to, like, wait around for something to come about. So what she did was she decided to basically take a box of super serum, or well, she took both, but she was going to use one box and try and sell it to the Baba Yaga. And she had arranged a meet with the twins at the docks to give them a box of the super serum, and they would pay her a lot of money to get them that box, so then she could get her dad out of this apartment and move out of the city. That's kind of her plan. So what they tried to do is Max and Heatwave are kind of like goons for hire, and the Baba Yaga thought, hey, if they beat up her dad, they'll be able to convince Shadow to give up the location of the super serum and they won't have to pay her. But she refused to, saved her dad, and now Max and Heatwave are escaped off somewhere, ran off somewhere. And now she's trying to make a deal through the Baba Yaga again and try and sell the box of super serum. But she doesn't want to go alone because, well, they did try to kill her and her dad to get the super serum for free, basically. So Shadow kind of makes a proposition to you guys that if you can help her, she'd be very grateful.
This super serum was the original deal that we was going to sell this off to Baba Yaga anyway.
So the original deal was to sell her a box of this. Baba Yaga would give her a exorbitant amount of money, and Shadow was going to use that money to move her dad out of the apartment.
No. What I'm talking about is the what the home Garda, what it was called, was because we were sent off to Aegis.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the deal was before then. Because I know Babby, we've had some involvement with Baba Yaga before, and I'm trying to remember if we're going to sell her the super serum in the first place.
Right. So you had no plans on selling the super serum to the Baba Yaga whatsoever.
No.
You were going to hold on to that, and Abby was going to analyze it to see if the super serum was the new version that was stronger, and she found out that it was not. This is just regular super serum. It wasn't the special batch.
Right.
And there was no intent on selling it. They hadn't decided what to do with the super serum outside of just hiding it at your basement headquarters until they decided what to do with it. Most likely, Abby was thinking about destroying it because she doesn't want this getting out onto the streets. That would not be good.
Which is exactly where it's going to end up when we give it to Baba Yaga.
Exactly. And Baba Yaga has been desperate to get a hold of the super serum because security is so tight at Mitsuhama Corp. She hasn't been able to get any. So she figured the best course of action would be when she found out that you guys stole some, the Baba Yaga, using her contacts, found a weak link through Shadow's dad and basically went after Shadow's dad to say, hey, if you don't give us the super serum, we're going to kill your dad. And that's exactly what they tried to do.
Yeah. So we seem to have the choice. Either we give it to Baba Yaga, or we are going to have to commit to destroying Baba Yaga. Because if we don't, she will destroy us. What do you think, Mr. Bullet?
Well, I just don't like the idea of selling the serum to Baba Yaga if she's just going to be using it, to get stronger and all that.
Yeah.
The last thing we need to do is deal with that on top of all of her bullshit, if you don't mind my saying.
No, that's fair.
Yes, so we've got to somehow neutralize Baba Yaga. Well, that's going to be fun, isn't it?
Oh, Mita's going to have a blast. Literally.
I believe that.
Or we've got to disappear completely.
I was Baba Yaga all along.
We should have known.
I knew it.
That's why he has the +4 in deception.
Wait, do I?
I
don't think I do.
That's
I don't
double
actually.
Ah,
Unfortunate.
hold on, I gotta find something that's actually kind of funny. Oh, here we go. So, this is Mitar in drag.
Worrisome, but okay. Let's see. Oh god.
Almost. Just add mustache to that and it's fine.
That's the picture that I used for Baba Yaga.
Oh, yeah. We're killing that with fire.
Oh, friendly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
I don't know. I think she looks quite handsome.
striking.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I would kind of suggest we go back to HQ so we can talk with Mitar and we can just go back to the car.
Well, Shadow, where are the boxes now for the serum?
So she takes you to the bathroom of the old lady, opens up the bathroom door, and there's 2 boxes sitting in the bathroom tub there.
So we've got the regular. It's 2 boxes of regular
super serum. Yeah.
Super serum, which is still a lot better than nothing.
Yep.
Right. We need to get Mitar in on this.
We do indeed.
Wouldn't be the worst idea. Yeah. So,
But we don't want to leave all this shit up here.
oh, that's
Well, I mean, we don't
That's
really
no
have
problem.
much of a choice but to. Oh, beautiful.
Fixed it.
yep.
But I don't think he actually needs Baba Yaga.
I think the best choice right now is to leave the serum up there, because otherwise, we're gonna just bring the stuff boxes
Well,
right
that's
up.
true. They haven't found it yet, have they?
Yeah, so Shadow wants to take it with her, and she says she needs to go to the docks like almost immediately, and she would like to have you guys as backup.
I already said that I don't like this plan. You're gonna go sell it to Baba Yaga, and then she's probably just gonna stab you in the back anyway. She's already shown to be violent.
It
So-
does get Baba Yaga in our faces.
The one concern that Shadow has
One
right now,
concern.
though, is the Baba Yaga did talk to her already and said, all right, if you don't come to the docks like right away to meet my men and give us that super serum, I already have 2 people at the hospital waiting for your dad. If you double cross us or you take too long, we'll kill your father. So either she shows up at the docks or her dad is as good as dead.
Or we show up at the hospital and figure out
Or
who
you
they
show
are.
up at the hospital instead of the docks, yeah.
Perfect plan. Instead of letting the Baba Yaga men kill her dad, we kill her dad.
Well, no, we killed the people who were sent to kill her dad. Because we've got to figure out who they are.
Mm-hmm.
My friends,
Or we could do that.
you see that problem entirely in the wrong way. We kill everyone, so every problem is solved.
Oh god, it's the finale all over again.
I think after this one, we need to stop.
No. We've killed our way into this hole. We're killing our way out.
Yeah,
Seems to be
we'll
a,
pave our way with blood
seems to
and
be-
bodies.
Symmetrical.
Seems to be a pattern with you guys in general, honestly.
I don't know what somebody
Not you,
smacked. We're a
not
bunch
you,
of
Midas.
motherfuckers.
I'm talking about previous iterations. You're all right.
You're all right, kid.
Okay. Well, to me, the immediate threat is Shadow's dad. Or the threat to Shadow's dad.
I mean, we can contact base and just let them know the situation.
Yeah.
That Shadow is just in a bit of a pickle right now. Not turncoat, just in a pickle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
And
not
see what they
it's not a
advise.
gherkin-sized pickle either. It's a pretty big pickle.
That's
should
a pretty
phone-
big thing.
We should phone. Oh. We don't want to phone from this apartment.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well, I
mean,
guess
what-
it's,
It'd be mobiles, wouldn't it? So,
oh, I thought we were using mobile to contact. I thought you were saying like, oh, we don't want a phone because we might be bugged.
Well, you guys have the short form communication devices, but those are within like a few hundred yards. You know, those like earbuds. You have those, but if you want to get long distance call, you have to use a cell phone or something.
no, I just a bit. Certainly don't want to use the house phone from that apartment, from this apartment, because it
Right.
will. If somebody's bugging the HQ, then they could trace it back.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it's a mobile, they
You could-
probably don't have much.
Yeah, because you have Phantom Byte's number. You could call him on your cell, and that would be encrypted.
Yeah.
Because Phantom Byte would make sure that happens. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then.
okay, so you
We want to go to the car first and contact Phantom Byte, and then we'll just short range to and from Shadow just to let her know the plan.
Yeah.
Or do you want to do that while in the apartment?
No, I think using a cell phone from the apartment would be fine. That probably won't get tracked back.
Okay. So you call up Phantom Bite. What do you say to him?
Well, basically tell him that Shadow's been basically under attack from Baba Yaga.
Don't forget to mention the pickle.
The what?
The pickle. Shadow is in a pickle.
Oh, she's in a pickle. Yeah, she's in a pickle. Big pickle. Her father's been attacked by Max Steel and Heatwave, and he's in a bit of a mess, but she's kept him alive, called the police. The police have arrived, they've run off.
And that Baba Yaga is demanding superhero serum.
Yeah, yes, Baba Yaga's demanding superhero serum in
Otherwise,
exchange for a father. And we believe that there's 2 operatives of Baba Yaga's in the hospital waiting for her father to arrive there. And if she takes too long with the exchange, they're going to kill her father. So, unless anybody objects, I think my plan is go to the hospital, find out who these people are, and sort them out.
Okay.
That's my plan, but if somebody has a better one, I'm all ears.
So, what do you guys want Shadow to do with the super serum? Just stay in the apartment and have you guys just go to the hospital?
I mean, right now it's kind of tricky to get out of the apartment as an old lady carrying these 2 boxes of, superhero serum past the cops.
Maybe.
Do I also hear that communication they have?
Yeah, if you guys are...
We can phone you.
Yeah.
We'll phone you and tell you the same.
Yeah, he's probably snoring while waiting for you, like... What?
So what's
the car?
What's your phone ring?
The phone built into the car of...
Probably some turbo folk. Like...
Turkish EDM.
Yeah, exactly.
You're telling me it's not the worst.
Oh, who's calling me? I can't see on my eyes.
Hello.
Oh, sounds British. Midas?
Yes. How did you guess?
I don't know. Oh shit, we're on a mission, right? What's going on? Do you need help?
Well, I think we're going to go down to the hospital and possibly beat somebody up.
Beautiful. My favorite. Wait, in the other order, not beat somebody and go to the hospital.
No, we're going to the hospital first.
Okay.
Basically, Shadow's in trouble with Baba Yaga.
Oh, great, we're fighting Russians.
Yes, and yes, Baba Yaga wants the super serum.
Oh, did you find it?
Yes, we found it, and for insurance, Baba Yaga has sent 2 roughs down to kill Shadow's father if the deal doesn't happen very quickly. So we're either going to have to go and do the deal, or we're going to have to go to the hospital and find out where the threat is and dispose of it.
Well, even if we deal with it on the docks, I think she'll probably send somebody else there. So we'll probably save the father and then go beat those people. We can do both things at the same time, right? We have time.
Well, if you sort out the hospital thing, then we'll have time to sort out the rest of it.
Oh yeah, but if you solve the problem for permanent, we kind of she'll just send somebody else to search for her father, right?
So what do you think?
We probably need to do both things, or manage to kill all of Baba Yaga's friends quick enough.
Yeah, I don't think we can do both at the same time because one's in the hospital, the other's at the docks.
I don't know. I'm in favor for beating people at the docks. I know how to do that, but it's up to you. Where is the serum?
We'll sort that.
All right. I'm waiting in the car in front.
Okay.
I'll wait for you to get. You can get here safely, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll wait for you.
Right. Bullet, you and I will carry these boxes for this sweet poor old lady who needs some stuff moving.
Yeah, that could work.
This does that make sense?
Because it would look bad if we had an old lady carrying these two boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
You up for that?
How discreet do these boxes look, or do they like have stamped on them like superhero form? Dangerous, flammable.
Superhero serum.
They are sealed. They also have stickers on them that indicate it's a biohazard.
Do we have anything more, I don't know, subtle we can put these in?
I mean,
is there a
can I roll a resource check or something?
I mean, sure.
Is there a cat carrier?
Yeah, there's a cat carrier.
How big are these?
The cat carrier would maybe carry like a third of a box.
Wow, bloody hell, that's a big.
All right,
box.
that's a 3 on my resources check. What do I got?
Look at all those Tupperware containers and mason jars you found that you could use.
The cat carrier only carries a third
There's
of
so
it.
many like Ziploc plastic containers that are like just spill out of the top cupboard.
How big are the boxes? I haven't got an idea of scale really.
Medium-sized box. So.
Okay, define medium-sized block because that's a very big range.
I know. I'm trying to think like 3 cubic feet.
3 cubic feet.
Yeah, so there's 2 boxes there, 3 cubic feet. So
When
think like a medium-sized moving box. You got 2 of those.
Right.
Fortunately, I have a lot of.
So
cube root of 3.
One person could easily carry 1 box.
Yeah,
but these boxes are like stamped with Mitsuhama Corp on it, and they have like the biohazard symbol on it as well. And they're not.
Shadow, how did you sneak these in here in the first place?
She put a blanket over it.
Yeah, but no one was looking for them then. If they've got spies.
Well, to be honest, the police aren't looking for them either. They wouldn't expect to find super serum hidden in an old lady's apartment bathroom.
True, but we're gonna walk down with box-shaped things under a blanket. Nobody's gonna. I guess nobody.
Yeah,
no one would care.
Because Baba Yaga might have spies.
Might, yes.
Might. That almost certainly has.
Shadow says that she can just use the blanket she used to carry them up. She really needs to get to the docks like right now, and if you guys want to help, it'd be best if you guys went to the hospital to keep them from killing her dad, because she's already running late, and the Baba Yaga does not like to wait.
The other thing is that she could kill her dad anyway.
She could. That's why Shadow thinks you guys are the best hope of like protecting her dad when she goes down to take these boxes to the docks for a trade.
Damn. Do we still have the GPS thing from the vans, or are they gone?
They're gone.
That's a shame. We've got to put one in the box.
So yeah, you guys have a decision. You either go to the hospital or come with Shadow to the docks. But Shadow isn't going to want to leave her dad at the hospital alone. So either way, Shadow
So
is
it's
going
really
to
we're
choose.
going to the hospital.
Yeah, either way, Shadow is going to make the choice to go to the docks, or if you guys go to the docks, she'll go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I don't like
Peter,
giving
what does your
Abby names.
grandpa think?
The what thing?
What does Mitar's grandpa think?
Oh, Mitar, do you
You
want to
can-
consult with the spirit realm?
What? You are having problems with getting away. Are you? Hello, is this thing working?
Trouble getting away? Who are you speaking to?
Well, I'm speaking to the communicator, right?
No, we're just having. We could get these downstairs. We're just saying you usually have some weird ancient wisdom you call upon on the occasion. What do you think's the best choice for this?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he can
Mm,
talk to his grandfather. We'll get the boxes down.
okay. He'll ask his grandpa. Oh, grandpa, what is the best way for them to get away from that place with everything they want to carry and bring out?
No. It's not that. It's the do we go and do we help out in the hospital or do we go down the
Hospital
docks?
docks.
Okay, grandpa, tell me, do we beat some people or we go to the hospital and get out some people?
I don't know. Is she cute?
I don't know. Is Shadow cute?
Conventionally, yes, attractive.
She's probably below 18. Even in our country, that is heavily frowned upon, you know that.
She's not under 18. She's
I was gonna say.
she's mid-20s.
But she looks like, for your reference, grandpa, she is.
Oh,
Everybody looks like a child to me.
You,
stop impersonating me, Hedward, and get back to your chess game.
You'll never get rid of me alive.
You're
no,
already dead, you goober.
I'm having a migraine in my head. Oh, my voice is... Ah. Grandpa, simple answer. Please don't talk with the other me.
Look, if you want to get in a lady's good graces, you gotta go through her daddy for it. Shave the father.
All right, I guess we save the father. Then.
He said shave
good.
the father, not save.
Stop making fun of my accent.
At that point,
The
Mita
voice
slams
is
his head into the siren on the steering wheel. Dong.
And immediately just like you hear like what do you call it? The white noise from a TV that goes out.
Just static.
Static.
Oh, I should have done that earlier. All right, people, we save the father. I think that's the best option. We make sure that he is safe, and then we can avoid
Yeah.
the gang.
We'll have to go after the super serum some other time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Shadow will head to the docks with the boxes, and you guys head to the hospital to save her grandfather.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I am actually going to leave it at that because I only had it prepped for you guys to go to the docks, and I want this hospital thing to go
Yeah.
well. It's like it's okay. You guys go one way. I'll go with you. It's just I have to prep for that. I don't want to ad lib the entire thing because that'll just be
No, that's
pretty half-assed.
Oh, why does this hospital look like docks? Oh, it's a miracle. It's a hospital on the docks.
Yeah, I just be
How
like,
convenient.
hey,
Fine.
hey, look, it's the hospital. It kind of looks like the dining room of
It's right next.
this is the food court of the hospital.
listen.
Yeah.
It's a strange city. You could get away with it.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so I do have a hospital thing. Did they keep the edit on this? Because they.
Heck,
Oh
if
yeah,
you zoom in
I have
really
to-
close, you'll see Bullet right there.
I called it. So I called it Memorial Hospital, but it doesn't say Memorial Hospital, so I just etched it in.
All right.
So
Yeah.
it's like the text is you can barely see it, but yeah.
You know what you should do for next time?
Mm.
Get the image of the Joker walking away right before he blows
Oh
up the
my
hospital
God.
and put that in instead. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen. All right.
It just saved me a lot of time
Perfect.
and effort. And just like, all right, the before and after picture. All right, here we go.
It was a crater.
Spoiler for next episode slash session.
Yeah.
Meets our boss at the hospital.
Maybe
Totally not
Dressed as a clown.
maybe Alwyn will be able to prevent you guys from blowing up the entire hospital, because I'm kind of hoping to use it later, but we'll see.
Parentheses, she won't be.
Yeah.
Did we go the wrong one?
You took the wrong turn. It's like, this isn't the Memorial Hospital. What's that guy wearing face paint doing?
Oh, well, there you go. We'll do the dot thing instead.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
I
yeah,
roll a -3 on a drive check. Boom, we're at the dock.
So yeah, we'll leave it at that. I will stop recording now.